Welcome to our video channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more great railway videos.
Welcome to Bagus Widianto channel. I would like to thank everyone who has followed my channel. After a successful first day in Madiun, we woke up on Thursday 10 August 2023 to a beautiful and chilly morning. Our today's itinerary will be visiting Pagotan and Rejosari Sugar Mill. After we finished our breakfast and dressed up, we went to our car and drove straight to Pagotan. Upon arriving, we went to the main office where we were greeted by the management. There was a slight commotion when I tried to settle the bureaucracy. Since none of the bosses were present, we were asked to come back again on the following day. We protested because we already had another place to visit on the following day. Thankfully, one of the management staff allowed us to explore the mill and issue the official permit. We thanked him, and before long, we were already on our way to the yard to see steam locomotives at work. We were greeted by the sight of number 8 doing shunting works in the main yard. This, in addition to 2 other steam locos, is used to propel loaded sugarcane wagons inside the main yard. Since the closure of their field lines at the end of the 1998 harvesting season, all of the railway assets in Pagotan are now only used inside the mill compound. The workings are now divided into 3 parts. The small Orenstein and Koppel diesel will be used to haul empty wagons into the road yard. It then dropped the empty wagons over there to be loaded. These days, the sugarcane is carried from the field by road trucks, and they are transferred into the trains in the road yard. Once the train is fully loaded, it will be pushed by the Dima diesel locomotives into the main yard. Inside the yard, the steam locomotives will push the loaded wagons for the remainder of their short journey into the mill. We also see a process that is not normally visible to outsiders. Here we see the number 8 beam pump with steam. But it also has its previous steam pressure blown out. This procedure is meant to drain the water residue formed by the cooled steam. All of the surviving steam locomotives in Pagotan have been converted into fireless since 2011. The advantage of this rare system is it's much easier and faster to raise the steam pressure. They can rely on residual steam pressure from the mill. In addition, it negates the need to purchase wood and start its fire, reducing the train crew's work much further. In short, it's much more economical than the conventional steam loco. On the other hand, the disadvantage is obvious. Fireless steam locomotive cannot travel very far from the mill, as its steam pressure will run out much faster than conventional loco. The harder it works, the quicker its steam pressure reserve is depleted. But considering the absence of field lines, such conversion is highly justifiable. A trip to see a steam locomotive would not be complete without the cab ride. And that's what we had on board the number 8 after it completes its steam recharging. But unlike the ride on board conventional steam locomotives, it's much cooler in here thanks to the absence of firebox. After our number 8 returned to the yard, other steam locomotives also getting their turn to be recharged. We also get to see the yard from the top of the security tower. The view from above is outstanding, although the noise from the level crossing alarm is annoying. Once we were satisfied with the photo and video recording in Pagotan, we headed to Madiun to have lunch. After we finished our lunch, we headed to our next destination, which my guests consider as the pinnacle of our journey, Rejosari Sugar Mill. As we have arranged a day before, today we will run both of the steam locomotives. Upon arriving, we were greeted by the sight of both Arjuno and Sala already being lit. The crew have worked hard to bring them to life while we were having fun in Pagotan. And it didn't take long before we started playing around with them. The jack shaft locomotive number 10 is definitely the star in here. In addition to its unique gearing system, the locomotive also has the loudest whistle. It was so loud that my video camera mildly vibrated by its thundering sound. The presence of working steam locomotives will always attract the attention of the locals. Many of them are young generations who weren't born when Rejosari last used their steam locomotives for regular duties. Just like Pagotan Sugar Mill, Rejosari also concluded their field lines operation at the end of 1998 harvesting season. There were also some local railway enthusiasts who actually recorded our activities in here, but I was too busy to greet them. The locomotive crew was so generous that they allowed us to treat the locomotives as we liked, provided that it didn't cause any damage. One of the privileges was they allowed my Japanese guests to drive the jack shaft locomotive. And it was in here that I witnessed something that had never been done in sugarcane railways in Java before. My guest uses the point and calling method while controlling the locomotive. The system is widely used in Japan and also recently adopted by Indonesian State Railways. But I never saw anyone use such a thing while handling sugarcane trains in Java before. It surprisingly allowed my guests to drive the jack shaft loco with ease and confidence, despite the fact that it was also the first time he had done that. He actually works as a steam locomotive driver back home in Japan. But they are all small amusement park locomotives. So this locomotive is the biggest he has ever driven. Despite of the language barrier, somehow the locomotive crew can still communicate with my Japanese guests without troubles. The absence of field lines meant we can only run the locomotive back and forth between the shed and the former road yard. As you can see, my guest have immersed himself into the duty of shunting steam loco in Rejosari. I imagine our steam locomotive journey would have been perfect had Rejosari still operated their field lines network. Wait until the other locomotives coming. As the sky got darker, we started to make nighttime shots of the locomotives. To add the dramatic effect, we also asked the firemen to create the sparks by adding some pressure in the boiler. Our request is nothing new for the locomotive crew. They know how to create additional sparks from the chimney. they keep raising the steam to ensure that we have the most intense sparks possible. They also added some husk into the firebox, which will be blown from the chimney. And the result is truly spectacular. After we were satisfied with the 2 days running, we settled the payment and bid farewell to the locomotive crews before heading back to Madiun for overnight rest.